Hello friends, I welcome you all to this session on Python programming. So today in this session we will be learning that how to evaluate the prime factors of a number. So what are prime factors? They're nothing but the numbers which divide basically the prime numbers by which the numbers can be divided completely, and then their product will return the number itself. So express a number as product of prime numbers. That's it. For example, 12. Now I start with the first prime, that is 2. So 2 divides 12. Okay. So 2 6 are 12. Now is 6 can be divided further by 2? Yes. 2 3s are 6. Can 2 divide this 3 further? No. That is only divided by 3, and that's over. So the question is, what are prime numbers here? 2, 2 and 3. So what are prime factors? 2, 2 and 3. So if I multiply 2 by 2, that becomes 4, and 4 3s are 12. So we'll be getting our number back. Let's take another. Let's say 36. Okay. So 2. So 2 divides 36. 2 ones are 2, 2 eights are 16. Then further, yes, 2 can divide it. So 2 nines are 18. Can 2 divide this 3? No, it can't. So I have to go to next number. That is next prime, that is 3. So 3 divides 3, that is 3. And finally, we are getting the last as the prime number, that is 3. So here 2, 2, 3 and 3 are basically the prime factors for 36. So we have to divide by a particular prime until it cannot be divided. And once that happens, then we have to switch to the next prime number. So that is the logic behind finding out the prime factors of any number. So in this, I will be using break statement. So let me head to the Python Jupyter notebook and tell you how this break statement works. So let us say that for I in range 1 to, let's say, 5. Okay. So if I print this I, then it will return me 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's say the moment I becomes 3, I am asking the program to come out of the loop, don't go into the loop. Okay. So I will say if I is is exactly equal to 3, then come out of the loop, then break. That is how we'll do it. So if I run this particular program, what will happen? First, it will say, is I, so I will be starting with 1. So is I equal to 3? No, it is not. So this will not go, this will be printed, 1 is printed. Then it becomes 2, 2 is not equal to 3, 2 will also be printed. Then it becomes 3. So is 3 equal to 3? Yes, so it will come out. So it will print what? 1 and 2. So if I run it, so I am getting this. Likewise, there is another thing which is called as continue. So continue means don't do anything if this thing happens. So instead of break, if I write continue, then what will happen? So if I is equal to 3, it will continue. So it will directly jump to this statement. So if I run it, so what will happen? 1 it will print, 2 it will print, but the moment I becomes equal to 3, so it will just move back to the loop. It will not do anything after it. That is what the meaning of continue is. So break to come out of the loop, and continue to just move to the next statement in the for loop. Next, so directly going to for loop and just following from the start there. So that is how it works. So now comes our program. So for this program, what I'll be requiring? First, I'll be requiring a number. So int, then input, enter a number. Okay, then what is required? Then I have to start with basically 2, because 2 is my first prime number. So let us run a loop. So for I in range starting from 2 and ending at the number. Okay, why? Because I have to check for every number that whether it is dividing or not, and inside the loop itself there will be checking for prime or not, whether that number is dividing particular number or not. So I have to go up till n plus 1. That means the number itself. Because range always starts from 2 and end at whatsoever the number I have written for stop. So it will go up to 1 minus that value. Then what? Then I have to use a while loop and make it true, always true. Then inside what I have to do, if the number is divisible by that I, that means modulo operator. Okay, and that remainder is 0, that means it divides. Look here. So 2 divides 12. Okay, then only 2 will be considered as one of its prime factor. So therefore, here also I will doing what? I will starting with the minimum one. And what will happen? What I am supposed to do? I am supposed to do, if that thing happens, simply print I. Okay, and let's print all the numbers in one line. So end with let's say comma. Okay, now what I have to do, once the number is divided by that I, then I have to, then look here, if I, so if I divide it by 2, so it becomes 6, so it has to become 6. So not only I have to check whether it divides by 2, but at the same time I have to divide it by 2 also. So I have to do what? Divide, simple. You can use floor division, you can use integer division, doesn't matter. So n has to reduce. So n divided by that I. Okay, then what? Then once this is done, then I have to proceed further. That means if this thing happens, that is, if it is divisible by that I, then only do this. And if it is not divisible by I, else, that means I am not in a position to divide by that prime number further. That means I have to break this while and go to that for loop and then increment and then come to the next prime. So that means I have to break. And now if you look, you have developed the full working program. So let us run it. Enter a number 12. So what are the prime? 2, 2 and 3. This is what we have seen. 2, 2 and 3. Let us give 36. So it is 2, 2, 3, 3. Again check. 2, 2, 3, 3. 2, 2, 3, 3. So in this way this works. Now why I have written n plus 1? Let's say the number is itself a prime number. Okay, prime number in essence, let me give you one example. Let's say 11. So what are its prime factors? No other prime number can divide it. Okay, as this is a prime number, so it can only be divided by either 1 or itself, but 1 is not a prime. So what is that? What is the factor which remains? 11. So it should return 11. Yes, this one. That's why this n plus 1 has been done. Okay friends, so I hope this program is clear to you, and at the same time now you know that how to use the logic of break, when to break a particular loop using break statement. So in this lecture, till this point only. In the next lecture we will be learning about more type of problems. Thank you very much for watching.